Welcome to the Night Trader Club. We find opportunities in the market and make some money. Before we get into another community request, hit the like, subscribe, and notification buttons. Don't forget, if you're a subscriber, then send in a stock or ticker by request. Enjoy the video. What's going on, Night Trader Club? We're going to take a look at US Steel and their upcoming 50% correction. In this video, we're going to chart out a couple of technical indicators and then talk about some macro level challenges for US Steel. If you have your boomer hats on, we can go ahead and jump right into the video. We're going to start by looking at a 6-month chart and defining some of the lines we have up here already. Our yellow line is the 50-day moving average, our pink line is the 100-day moving average, and the blue line is the 200-day moving average. As far as these red horizontal lines are concerned, we just have lines of support. All right, we have the first one at about 1580, second one at about 1450, and the third one at about $11. So this first one at about 1580, we're trading about 10% off of that, which is a pretty big cushion, all right? But I would direct your attention to this 50-day moving average, all right? It has broken below that 50-day moving average, and this morning does indicate a little bit of bullish momentum here, but I have a feeling that this is going to be retesting the 100-day moving average and ultimately the 200-day moving average. And the reason why I'm so convicted on that is the main indicator we have here on the chart, which is the head and shoulders pattern. The head and shoulders pattern is considered one of the most reliable chart patterns because it's something like it's over 80% accurate, and what it says is that there will be a reversal in the bullish trend. Okay, so this bullish trend occurred in 2020. You can see 2020, we're at March and April. There's the crash in March and April, and then it recovered through basically all of 2020 and had a great November, December 2020. Okay, so if we zoom in, you can see here is we have a shoulder, a head, and another shoulder. All right, we call this the head and shoulder pattern. Again, this is 80%. This is indicating at 80% strength that there will be a reversal. So where will that reversal? What will that reversal look like? Well, what I'm going to just go ahead and do is draw out a reverse pitchfork. So I like the pitchfork so I can get time and price, so I can visualize time and price. All right, so what I'm gonna look for is the time and price of shoulder number one. Okay, where did it begin? It began on November 24th and it ended on December 9th. Okay, so that's about 2 weeks. So what we're gonna do over here is add those 2 weeks on to March 1st, which is this green candle right here. All right, today's trading. We're gonna go 2 weeks from here, which if you're looking down here at the bars, we have the month and then the half months. So this right here is 2 weeks from March 1st. Okay, so let's look at time and price. Where did this begin at? This began at around $12.03. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out $12.03. So $12.03 looks like at the earliest it can be hit is around, okay, and the center line is the median. All right, center line acts as a magnet for the stock, so we're going to just use the averages, law of averages, and go with the center line. So we're looking at around sometime between March 14th and March 25th, we should see the completion of the breakdown of the head and shoulders pattern. Where does it go after it's broken down? You're just going to have to reevaluate after the breakdown. Look at the chart and see what the witch doctor has in store after the breakdown is complete, after this head and shoulders pattern is complete. All right, so the head and shoulders pattern is, basically 80% market force working against US Steel, but the big things that you should be considering with US Steel is the new Green Deal and how this will impact US Steel and their production. Now, without getting political, we'll just get into some of the new Green Deal requirements. So what the Green Deal is going to require is for US steel manufacturers, in this case US Steel, to produce something called green steel. Now, what green steel means is that the ways in which the metal was heated has to come from renewable sources. And this is a big problem for US Steel. According to the US Energy Information Agency, US Steel is the largest energy user in the entire US manufacturing industry. All right, and that comes from their coal-fired furnaces. Okay, so this new Green Deal basically says everything that you do is wrong and it needs to be done differently. And what that differently means is new equipment and new tooling. So if you look at US Steel's 2020 earnings and their revenue, 2020 was very, very bad. Not surprising. And the loss in revenue was also not surprising. But what was surprising is that US Steel is projecting a year-over-year revenue decline through 2024. Okay, so you add that year-over-year revenue decline and the massive loss of 2020 to the fact that the new Green Deal requires them to buy new equipment, new tooling. That's not good for US Steel. Okay, that's going to take time to work through and come out of. And the last piece about the new Green Deal we have to talk about as the possibility of a carbon tax. Okay, so if your energy sources come from energy sources that are not renewable, you'll be levied a carbon tax, which again, I'm not going to re-go through every challenge that US Steel is facing right now, but the fact that US Steel uses coal forges means that they're the number one user of coal forges means they're going to be the number one receiver of this carbon tax. All right, so not only are they going to be taxed in buying new equipment, but they're also going to be taxed just for being in business, just for supplying things that everyday Americans or the world needs, the steel that the world needs, reliable steel from the US. So if you're long on United States Steel, I hope everything I've said in this video is incorrect, but if you are staying away from this or shorting this position, good luck to you. I myself will not be shorting this, or I wouldn't even put your money in US Steel at this point, even to short, okay? All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for the video. I hope this was useful and somebody got some information out of this. Today's March 1st, so good luck in the new trading week and good luck in the new month. If you guys have any questions or requests, don't forget to use the comment section. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you found the information in this video useful. If you have any questions about this stock or a request for a new video, then reach out to me in the comments or on Twitter. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you in the next one.